Rexasaur here, and oh god, what happened? No, right, sorry about that. This is another Rome Total War battle review, another one from Golabulus. Yay! He is playing in a 6-player free-for-all, scored, I think it's going to be something around 15k, maybe. Anyway, his army, he's playing as Parthia, is 2 slingers, silver, all gold, bronze, 2 archers, silver, all gold, bronze, 2 Persian cavalry, gold, 1 XP, 2 cataphract camels, gold, 1 XP, 3 cataphracts, gold, 1 XP, actually it might be 20,000. Anyway, over here we have his opponent, Gaul. I'm going to try and rush because there's a lot of movement. So he has, does he have 3 of these? Yes he does. He has 5 chosen swordsmen, 2 druids, 2 barbarian cav, who you've seen running over there, and 3 forester warbands, gold, and then they were hidden at the beginning so I didn't get to put that down. Macedon. Now Macedon has 5 royal pikemen, of which 2 are gold, 1 gold bronze, and 2 gold, 1 phalanx pikeman, which is gold, and 5 archers gold, 5 companion cav, gold. Britain, who I think has one of the best armies there, and is going to face off against the Greeks, has 5 warbands, gold, 5 chosen swordsmen, gold, 1 XP, and 5 head hurlers, gold. Now these are going to tear through the Greeks, who have 4 armoured hoplites, bronze. If you're going to take armoured hoplites, don't make them gold, bronze. 2 Spartans, gold, 1 general's armour's bodyguard maxed, 4 ballistas, so if it's a CWB it's wrong, and 3 incendiary pigs, which you can see here and aren't going to do anything because they suck. And Thrace. Now Thrace is played by Recruit Soldier. I haven't actually told you the names, but they'll be on screen. 3 armoured generals bodyguard gold, 3 Greek cav gold, no, just gold, 6 archers gold. I don't know why you would want to do that. It might be gold 3 XP though, possibly. 2 Illyrian mercs, gold, Illyrian mercenaries, and 6 phalanx pikemen, gold. Alright, so let's focus. For some reason the Gaulish player has just moved his cav way over there for some reason. But so, Golabulus is Parthia. It's not something we see all the time. So he's going to move his Persian cavalry, who I think are horse archers. Yes, they are. And if this is CWB, which I think it is, judging by the army composition, I would assume he would take a bit more. But you can only have 2 maximum horse archers, and you can't have any artillery. So Commander C of Greece is playing an illegal army. Anyway, the Gaulish player hasn't actually upgraded any of his men except his forester warbands, which is pretty odd. You can hear that the druids are chanting, which is okay, I guess. But anyway, because it's actually quite annoying, because these Gauls don't have any upgrades, they're going to take so much damage from the archers. But I don't know if Golabulus... oh dear. Yeah, I don't know if Golabulus is targeting them or the archers. Lag from this direction. Another thing you should... well, I should say from this, what I'm seeing here, Cantabrian Circle, or whatever it's called, is really useful against archer fights. Put them in loose formation, make them spin, and he wouldn't be losing this many cav. I mean, that's quite a... it's not a huge amount of losses, but it's still pretty subjective. I mean, lost 3 in that volley, and if he loses 3 with every volley, it's gonna whistle him down extortionately. I think he is, yeah. Who is he aiming at? Oh, he's aiming at these. No, he's got a few, I'll say. Oh, he's got 4 units. Oh my god, 4. Is that the Greek? Yeah, I think it's the Greeks. So the Greek cities are gonna die from epicness from the British side. I think for my next few battles I'll be going as Britain. And for some reason the Gaulish player helped Britain, sent his cav. If this is scored actually, it's probably a best. It's actually a really tactical way of doing this. Because he's going to get all the kills. All you need to do is send them like killing these small units, and you've won. Anyway, so yeah, Britain's going well. Macedon and Thrace about to face off, and Golabulus and Gaul about to actually start doing some killing. So we got some slingers here, probably going to attack these chosen swordsmen. You've got the archers already firing. You've got a chosen swordsmen have very high attack and an averagely good defense. I think they're just as well defended as early legionary cohorts. I might be wrong. Well, from the front they definitely are. So they're not going to take that much. However, get some slingers in there, and you get massacred. Yeah, so where the hell did these barbarian noble cav come from? How did they get hidden in long grass? That's pretty impressive. Wow. I was going to say upgraded, so he's got 3 barbarian noble, 3, no that's Britain, 3 noble, sorry about that. But I did not know that could happen, and it's pretty impressive. It's actually a really good tactic, so good one. Oh my god, TTBXI Spencer. These archers crumpled up though, so these cataphracts, if Golabulus actually probably completely surprised by that. Sorry about the lag, I'm facing every single moment, every single person. But he probably should, yeah, right now, sending these in. But these chosen swordsmen are going to try and intercept, and managing to as well, and not managing to. Yeah, it's good interception. These chosen swordsmen taking heavy casualties from the slingers and all that. Slingers really close to the fray. These have actually started routing because of being fired at by these. No. What? Anyway, sorry about that. I don't know why these slingers, I don't think they're getting fired at. That would be... Well, they might be getting fired at, I don't know. These chosen swordsmen trying to protect the Forester warbands. Not really a point. Chosen swordsman, just chosen swordsman all the way. Macedon Cav coming around there. I don't know if he's going to go for Thrace. He might be, yeah, he might be doing a big surrounding move on Thrace. If he gets into this little gap here, killing these archers, that could be good for Macedon. Anyway, so that was a small diversion there of what was happening. These Forester warbands trying to get into attack with the archers. These probably would kill. I mean, the Forester warband actually, the ancient worlds, well, the Rome Total War version of the ancient worlds, guerrilla fighters. So in a ancient world Vietnam, those would be the guys to look for. So the thing that is lacking here is spears. So in actual fact, if Golabulus so wishes, he could just charge his cataphracts in the front of these and just destroy a lot of them. He's not going to lose that many from a frontal charge because they're not spearmen. And it's something that people forget. They think that as soon as you charge front on, you will lose a lot of men. Now, although that is marginally true, when you charge front on into barbarians, it can have a devastating morale effect, and it can kill a lot because there's no spears. This is why, as a barbarian faction, you choose to take a few warbands, so that once you deploy them in loose formation, and then just in front of your men, so that it diverts charges from the front. As you can see, these broke just from being in combat for too long with powerful forces. There's a unit has rallied there. I don't know what it is. Barbarian Cav. It might not have rallied, it might just not gone anywhere. This unit of chosen swordsmen completely depleted. Ouch. Another round. Because there's some slings of them. But if you can see, Golabulus lost a lot of cavalry. If you put them in Cantabrian, would have got much more effective shots. You go, these Forester warband getting damaged.
This general is the perfect enemy.
And now he's dead. Right, so successful attack from Golabulus here. So now all we've got left is the Britons over there, and Thrace versus Macedon. I think Thrace is actually winning this, judging by the amount of Thracians that are left and the fact that these are routing now. I completely missed that, but it seems to be a pro-Thrace attack. Companion calves going into the side of the Illyrian Mercs. Illyrian Mercs obviously running away instantly. However, I do think that they were there to protect this phalanx from a side charge. So it's going well for the Thracian. Might have a charge now, but these have started fleeing, and the companions didn't really get a good enough charge. So Thrace managing to destroy Macedon, which is impressive, because I mean Thrace is not got the best phalanxes, not got the best. Actually, this is a pretty average army. They were upgraded pretty much to the limit of availability. Here we've got the companions going straight into the archers, but getting caught up by these. No, they're not. They're just waddling through. But yeah, so Macedon losing its bout. Still got his cav though, so it's okay, I guess. He can still do a lot of damage with his companions. Here we have one barbarian cav unit. And we've got another one over there. I mean, they're over everywhere. And we've got the chief in command of Britannia. He hasn't lost much. And if we look closely, oh my god, they actually got burnt down. Smooth. There's a lot of dead Spartans around and stuff, and there's not a lot of dead British. There's a few there. I think that was from the barbarian cav though. Yeah. Oh, epic lag because I'm focusing on everything. So, I don't know what that will turn up to be. Probably Britain, Gaul is going to go around. If this is, I hope this is scored, because I'm sure this is scored. I mean, you would send your cav to mop up what's left. And these are exhausted as well, probably running around the field too much. Here we have a massive cav fight, which Macedon is going to lose because he's lost his general. Oh dear. Players admit defeat. I assume that's Macedon. But look at this force. This force is, well, 3 of these phalanxes are not depleted. I mean, they're still recruiting. These 2 have. These are about half their full numbers. These 3 under their starting number. These a bit more, 20 men lost, but, and he's lost a whole unit of phalanxes actually. Unless that's it. No, it's not. So it's not full on awesomeness, but to be fair, he did take on a whole army of Macedonians, royal pikemen, and lived. So probably very good maneuverability. Also the usage of these Illyrian mercs on one side. Even though he lost it, it prevented one of his units from fleeing before he had the chance to destroy the other one. As you can see here, I assume there was a big archer battle, which was won. I mean, if we look at what happened, Macedon's archers only had gold, whilst Thracian's archers had gold. So maybe it is. I mean, when you got Thrace has quite cheap units, so you can afford to do that, and it does. Obviously, it does pay off. I mean, I wouldn't go for a gold, but obviously it pays off sometimes. So yeah. So this is a valuable point of don't believe what I say to be 100% accurate. It's what I think is right, and obviously sometimes I get proven wrong, as you can see here by the mass amount of dead Macedons, and here the not so mass amount of dead Thracians. They've lost a few numbers, but they haven't lost an extraordinary amount. I mean, they start with 70 men, and this one's the most depleted here, 23. That is pretty bad. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, there's a few dotted all over the place. Anyway, As you can see up there, it's going to be quite a long battle, so I do apologise for a long battle. But anyway, so we've got 3 of the top dogs here, each having won their battle, and Gaul roaming around because it can. Gaul's probably just going to go for the easy pickings rather than do any serious damage. I mean, if you manage to get a rear charge. Oh, excuse me. If I manages to get a rear charge on a unit of phalanx, or if he manages to pick off, charge some, what they call the archers or the slingers, then maybe Golabulus should, you know, be worried. And I think what's happening now is Golabulus going there, British going there, so Thrace is actually going to run towards that and turn around to try and form a triangle, so not to end up in the middle of those two. Now I think, judging by the losses, I think, well, Thrace has better infantry force by far, and Golabulus has a better cavalry force. Zilch, because there is no other cavalry. Well, there's a few here, but they're Greek cav, they're depleted. There's actually quite a few. Oh, I take that back. It's pretty well. Golabulus still has an edge, but he doesn't have a total edge. And he's got the camels, which is really good against cavalry. I think he's sending these off to destroy them. If not, then he's just going to turn around and have another swooping maneuver to the left, to the Thracians' left anyway. He's reforming. These archers could probably take down a few of these barbarian cav. He's got, what is it? The chief has the biggest. Well, although he's not as good infantry-wise or cavalry-wise, because he's got no cav, but he's got sufficient. He's got war bands which are good enough to take down cavalry, and he's got chosen swordsmen, which are upgraded like extraordinarily much, and enough to really have a decent battle. Well, this one, the general is anyway, decently enough to have a proper fight with any infantry he goes against. So if he manages to outmaneuver the Thracians, it'll be fine. These have started freeing from the archers, so I think, oh, here we go. Yeah, these barbarian cav managed to flee those slingers. So that was a bad move from Golabulus. He sort of lost those slingers. 28 of them. 28 stones gone. Armor piercing stones. I think what's going to happen right now is going to be a Parthia versus Thrace. And then Britain might join in halfway through. And this is far from over for anyone. It could go either way. I'm putting my bets on, well, I already know who's going to win, so there's no point, but I'd say at this point right now I place my bets on Thrace. I might skip ahead actually, because this might take a while to actually do anything fun, so I'll skip ahead and I'll be back when something epic happens. And we are back. So basically what's just been happening is that Thrace moved up one unit that got decimated. So he's moving up all of them now, which is a good idea. Golabulus going around this back. His archer is now not a problem, so if Golabulus just charges in, he'd probably take down quite a few of these. These Illyrian mercenaries just have swords, so it's all good, and these are all facing the back. Sent in these Persian cavalry. I think they don't have any more ammo. No, they do not. They are ammo-less. For some reason, oh, he sent one unit of phalanx pikemen in. Yeah, at this point Golabulus should have charged in with everything he had at that point. Probably while he charged those in, but these ranks should have charged these in cavalry. It would have taken the Thracians by surprise. Head hurlers moving forwards now. And head hurlers are much more effective than slingers. They do so much more damage, and they are fully armor piercing. I think slingers are only partially armor piercing. I don't know what he's doing with them now. Oh, he's going to try and go for a very close hurling of head. Wow. See, look how fast that is going. That is decimating. Love head hurlers. So, I mean, at this point, if I was Thrace, I would have gone, fuck that, send half my cavalry, but what is he doing? He's just not doing anything. He's just lost that unit of phalanxes. Why isn't he attacking? That's also a question. Thrace had just lost this already. I mean, he's lost all of that to Golabulus's continued heckling, but he's also lost it to the head hurlers just decimating this one unit because he hasn't done anything about it. He's got cavalry and he's not using it. I think he's going to send that cavalry to attack these, but that's not where he should have gone in the first place. That was just idiocy. One issue of head hurlers is that they do need to be quite close, but they can do so much damage. I mean, against Romans, they're just maddening. And there we go, we got these phalanx pikemen trying to attack these thing, but they're out of phalanx, which is kind of weird. And now they're attacking the archers. As you can see, these are just getting wrecked. Oh dear, Thrace. Oh dear me. I would never. I wouldn't say I would never do that, but unless Thrace was looking completely on the opposite side of the battlefield when that happens. But he obviously put them out wide, so he knew it was happening. But I don't know why he didn't send his cavalry at them. Instead, he sent them up there to attack these. But they're not going to win against Cataphracts. They're just good cav. So yeah, that's happening. See, now he's sending his cav. He's sending them way too late. Way too late. These Illyrian mercenaries getting charged by these chosen swords. We're just going to rip through them. These are still in wide. They're not moving when they should be. These just stay in the back. Good rear charge ability here. Should he want it? Golabulus not actually paying much attention to his cavalry, or he's just trying to find the bluff in what's happening. Yeah, the Thracians just lost. So when I said the one in better position is the Thracians, yeah, no. Oh, good pulling back there. Oh dear. That's not good. Might be able to pull it off, but he's going to lose quite a few cataphracts in that charge. Oh, now he's pulling back. I think the Thracian.
The enemy general flees like a frightened child. Now attack and break the will of his followers.
Yeah, it's not going well for the Thracian player now. I mean, when I play Thrace, I never leave without some Bastani, because they're just awesome. So I would use Bastani instead of although I don't know, I don't see how that would have solved the problem of the failing of the cavalry movement against the head hurlers, who just look at this. This is all head hurler damage. All those phalanxes. It's just devastating, devastating. He's got some more, but they're out of ammo now. But they can probably still take these archers, and I think that's what they're going to do. These still getting fired at by the archers. Yeah, these head hurlers getting straight for the archers. You've just got experience. Well, they're not doing too bad either. Oh dear. Yeah, that was pretty good reaction time for that phalanx. Pretty good phalanx charge. I could never get a phalanx charge to work. Anyway, so it's going to be Parthia versus Britain, with Thrace just standing in the middle. And here we got some chosen swordsmen just doing a little walk right. But very good tactic there to put your warband with them. However, they didn't have time to put their spears down, so they are going to take quite a charge. But Yeah, they're going to flee. If they had been in a closer formation, I mean, if they had been closer to the general, like the main army, then that charge could have been devastating on Golabulus' side. You could have lost quite a few cataphracts to the spears. So yeah. So these phalanxes going into a two-sided. Oh, he's still got ammo, isn't he? So it's okay. It's not going too badly. It might turn out to be another noob circle though. I say another. It's going to be a noob circle ending. And judging by the amount of time, I mean, we still got another 1 million frames to go, so this might be a lot of doing nothing going on. These charging from the side. Oh! Wow. Oh my god. Oh, these Parthians are actually dying. Ooh, he's gonna have to run faster. Oh, those were Persian cav, actually, missile cavalry. They're not going to do much. Oh, but these cataract camels actually fleeing as well. Must have been, as you can see, there's a whole lot of them and entwined with head herders. And chosen swordsman. Oh, maybe they just got locked in and died. I think a warband probably would have done this, to be fair. Frontal charge into that warband, who were chanting, so they didn't actually have their spears at the ready. And I think Golabulus might think that he's got this. However, these are spearmen. They might be in the crudest form spearmen, but they are still spearmen. So you have to be watching out. Warbands, although they're cheap and crappy against infantry, against cavalry, they can still hold their own, especially cataphracts on frontal charge. Here the Thracian are making a dash for it, but not too much. Here another charge. All these cycle charges having a devastating morale effect on the British, and now everyone is fleeing around. Might have been mopping up, that might have taken so much time, there might have been some glitching. Right, so the Thracian player going in, stabbing. Stab, stab, stab. Trying to get as many kills as possible. There you can see now Golabulus is really in the best position. Is this scored? You can see by him chasing off. Yes, it is. He's chasing off the fleeing. He's in the best position actually because he's got cavalry. Are these Thracians in the back? These have come back from routing. I don't know what they are though. Archers. It's probably that as well. Just individual units that have come back from routing. So Thracians getting completely swarmed by Britain. So it's a Britain Thrace. Whoa! These still have ammo. How did that happen? We've got some archers running around. Yeah, I'm just going to accelerate this because firstly it's quite a long video, and secondly because it's probably still got a few. Oof! That was bad micromanagement from Golabulus. He should have had those on skirmish. Always set your cav on skirmish. So what's he got left? He's got some chosen swordsman, and one warband. He's going to go for the warband. Yeah. You don't go for the warband. So yeah, so it's a field victory from Golabulus. But is it a scored victory? That's the question. Oh dear, I do apologise again, and still. So these archers running away, I think they're withdrawing to prevent those from getting them. Now, I came up with a random thinking tactic of me while I was thinking. If you took an army full of archers, you wouldn't come in CWB. But if you took a missile army, so just missile troops, and then you just use them because they're cheap, and you just upgrade them as max as you can, you'll still have quite a bit of money left over. If you take Cretians, it might not. But if you take, say, normal archers, and then normal peloters, and do as much damage as you can to the enemy, and when you run out of missiles, you can just withdraw your troops to prevent kills, but you'll still get kills because it's scored. That would be one of the trolliest ways to do it, but would it work? That's the question. So I challenge you guys out there to try out this trolling tactic of taking just missiles. See if it works. Now I don't know why these aren't running. Oh, now they are. I think he's realised what's happening. Oh god. So yes. Also, if you watch these and you watch also my campaign videos, you got the charge and these are dead. If you watch my campaign videos, the second GDTV Rome campaign is up tomorrow, because I do it every Tuesday. So that'll be up tomorrow. So check that out. If you haven't checked my latest Greece ones, do, because I sort of changed the way I commentated. I used to do it in a very informative point of view in my campaigns, but now I do not. So, Sturmsurguts 4, Golabulus, is by far the victor. No, he's not. Thrace actually won. Now that I was not expecting, because it says Parthia win, but he did not win. He must have thought he says 2-1, he must have won, he's on the top. But he didn't win. He got the most kills, yes, but he probably didn't get the best kills. Probably due to the fact that Thrace completely decimated the Macedons, who were worth a lot, and then decimated, well, didn't decimate, but he killed quite a few of the British, not the British, of the cataphracts of Sturmsurguts. So I really wasn't expecting that. But it's a victory to Recruit Soldier, who I did say had one of the, oh no, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that. I said the British had the best team, in my opinion. British did have quite a good team, but he didn't have any cavalry slash chariots. He maybe should have taken some chariots. And so the Thracians did a very good team. I still have to say that his best move, he had quite a few bad moves and good moves. Best move was putting the Illyrians on the side to prevent the charge on his phalanx pikemen. That is one thing that, you know, it was good. And then his worst move was letting their head hurlers decimate one of his units of phalanx pikemen. Probably could have held in longer, probably could have killed the British first, but he still won, so he must have done it right. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will be back with more vids as soon as I've done them.